Way to no one long distance, I need you. When I see potential, I just gotta see it through. If you had a twin, I would still choose you.
What is up, you guys? Brandon here, aka Brawadis, and I'm bringing you my second video. This is my first ever double upload on my NBA channel, but I'm just feeling the basketball talk today. I just feel like talking about the NBA. My first video was obviously who I think is going to nab those final playoff spots in the East and West. My second video is right now, right here, putting this debate off the charts. No more question. Will the Golden State Warriors, who have 65 wins and 7 losses, break the Chicago Bulls record of best NBA regular season 72 win, 10 loss is 10 losses. I feel like an idiot now. So you have the NBA record 72 and 10. You have the Warriors at 65 and 7 with 10 games left, meaning they have to go 8 and 2. They can lose 2 more games. I was going to give you guys my answer at the end of this video, but schedule in front of me right now, Golden State Warrior fans, not the bandwagon ones, not the ones that were Laker fans yesterday and now they're Golden State Warrior fans. I mean the true Golden State Warrior fans, the ones from the Bay, the ones that have been there since the Baron Davis, Corey Maggette days, the ones that have been there since the Ronnie Turiaf days, the ones that have been there since the Anthony Tolliver days, the ones that have been there way before. Congratulations, because you're looking at a team that is in 2 to 3 more weeks going to be the greatest team in NBA history record-wise. They can lose 2 more games. Let me go over their schedule with you guys really quick. Their next game tomorrow against the Philadelphia 76ers. You know, that's a tough one. That might be the one game they lose. I'm just fucking joking, guys. Philly. After that, they have Washington at home. Let me remind you guys, the Golden State Warriors are undefeated at home. Actually, Washington could be a trap game because although Washington's on the outside looking in the playoffs, they're not even a playoff team. They have talent. John Wall, Brad Beal, Gortat, Nene. I don't want to say Markieff Morris. He is talented. But still, I don't think the Warriors drop that game. This one could be tough. At Utah on a back-to-back. Salt Lake City is always tough to play, especially the Jazz are fighting for a playoff spot. Actually, the Warriors almost lost in Salt Lake City a couple months ago, but Steph saved them with a three-pointer late in the game. But that's a back-to-back, going from a home game to away in Utah, the altitude. I'm not saying they're going to lose, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost that game. Then they come back home to play Boston. Again, home game against a team who is really good, but you compare them to the Warriors. Then they have the next 3 at home against Portland, Minnesota, and the Spurs. Let's skip past Portland and Minnesota. Although Damian Lillard from Oakland, he always puts on a show when he plays the Warriors. This Spurs game in Golden State, in case you didn't know, the Spurs just beat Golden State and that was in San Antonio. Who even the Spurs are, guys, the Spurs are flying under the radar. If the Warriors weren't historically good, everyone would be talking about the Spurs right now. But once again, everyone is, forgetting about the Spurs. They're 61 and 11. They could reach 70 wins. The NBA has never seen 2 teams reach 70 wins in 1 year. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, so the Spurs are undefeated at home too. So this game would be in Golden State. That's going to be a tough one. But again, and then they play the Spurs again in San Antonio. But at that point, that's the second to last game of the season. You figure both teams are going to be resting their starters. So it would kind of be like a bench game. But the Warriors would have much more to play for at that point than the Spurs would. So you see where I'm going with this? And then they play Memphis 2 times. They play them away and at home. So I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, Memphis and Golden State, great matchup. You're wrong. Mike Conley and Marc Gasol are both out for the whole season. So those are one defensive player of the year and one exceptionally great defensive point guard in Mike Conley. Those are stars. Those are star players. Mike Conley and Marc Gasol both out. So you got to figure Golden State wins both those games. Unless Matt Barnes goes off for like 100 points in one of them. I guess the games you got to worry for at Utah on the back-to-back. And the 2 times they play the Spurs. Although one, like I told you, that second to last game, I don't think it's going to mean much. So I think the Warriors pull that one off in San Antonio. Unless Pop just wants to piss off the whole NBA world and tries ass off to win that game, which is something he would actually do. But like I said, I guess also that Portland game at home could be a trap game, but I don't see them losing. Although Damian Lillard could go off. He's playing in his hometown, Oakland. No, I actually see them losing 2 more games. So I see them finishing 73-9. But 73-9, 82-0, 80-2, it doesn't matter. That's still breaking the record. The 2 games, if I had to pick, I'm just going on a limb here. They lose. Guys, this is hard. I shouldn't have said I'm going to predict them because now you guys are going to flame me. Don't get this misunderstood. I still think they break the record. But if I had to choose, I think, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they beat San Antonio. Let me just give my hat. Where's my hat? I don't have the hat, but let me just tip my hat to the Golden State Warriors, who I wasn't around to watch the Chicago Bulls play. I was not old enough. I was literally just born. So for me to be watching this style of basketball is fucking, like, it's amazing. I can't believe what I see when I watch the Golden State Warriors play. They're like on a whole other level than the whole other league. But, than the rest of the league. But, I mean, okay, I could see them losing at Utah, and I don't want to say they're going to drop one at home, but they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games left. So, I mean, they could drop one at home. I don't know, guys. I think they lose 2 more games. I don't want to say which, but the games at home that could be trap games against Washington, Portland, Boston. I honestly think they could beat Memphis both times. They could beat the Spurs both times, but obviously I'm not going to be surprised if the Spurs beat them. I don't know, but hats off to the Golden State Warriors. And yes, I do think that they're breaking the record, 73-9, maybe even 74-8. I don't know, but I don't think they go undefeated the rest of the way. I think that's out of the question. They're gonna lose at least 1 more time. But to answer the question everyone's been asking, yes, Golden State Warriors break the record. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. I love you all. Subscribe to this channel if you like videos like this, and peace, guys.